Hey everybody, welcome back to Big Red EDC. Hey, and today got another prototype on the channel, which is pretty cool. This one was supplied to the Apex Pass Around group by Urban EDC Supply. It's the Urban EDC Supply Justin Lundquist Baby Barlow prototype. That's a really long name for a fairly small knife. But as again, want to say thank you to Urban EDC Supply for giving this to the Apex Pass Around group for us to check out. Well, loaning, I should say. And the one thing with this knife, as there are with some of the knives, not very many, but a few, there were restrictions to this one. They wanted us to review it for aesthetics and ergonomics, and not necessarily as use, because they would like it returned to them in as close to pristine condition as possible. So this is going to be more of just like an overview. Check it out. I'll show it to you. Can't really talk about necessarily how it, I can't really talk about the specs of use, or even carry, really, because I didn't even carry it. I did put it in and out of the pocket a couple times just to see the retention on the pocket clip, but that's about it. But as you can tell by the name, it is a Justin Lundquist design and an Urban EDC Supply exclusive. Now this is pretty much the modern take on the traditional Barlow slip joint pattern. So let's zoom out here a little bit, and we're going to take a look at this guy. Now you can see there you've got full titanium scales. Titanium pocket clip for right hand tip up carry only. And as you can see, well, kind of see, if I get a light you can see, but there's your screw for the pocket clip. And on this one there is no screw hole on that side, so it is going to be right hand tip up carry only. Now you do have a titanium insert as well. Now these are, the one thing they said is these scales they've kind of got a bead blast to them. Now from what we're being told, the production model is actually going to have sandblasted scales and not bead blasted. I'm kind of digging that bead blast look on that titanium. Looks pretty smooth. So, but the production model will actually have a sandblast finish on it. As I said, you've got the titanium inlay there. Got a 3-inch handle length and grip length on it. Now this little guy, it's a manual front flipper. And it's kind of a very low profile flipper at that. And I tell you what, it did take a little bit to get used to it. But, I mean, once you play with it for a little while, it kind of becomes a lot easier. The one thing, the harder you try, at least for my case, the harder you try, the harder it is to do. So, there we go. We got to get Blue in the frame. Blue's got to tell you what he thinks about it, so he's got to be in the picture. But yeah, once you get used to it, I mean, like I said, it's pretty low profile, but I mean, once you get used to it, it took me a little bit. I mean, I'm not the most coordinated person in the world, but once you're used to it, it pretty much flips right open, no problem at all. Does run, excuse me, it does run on ceramic bearings. And you've got a steel lock bar in there for your liner lock. Excuse me. You got a 2 and an 1/8 inch M390 blade. Nice little clip point there. Stonewashed finish with right about a 2-inch cutting edge on it. 5 inches overall length. Now you will notice that the blade there's kind of got the long poles on it. Now when we close it, you notice that those are for aesthetics only, because I mean that blade is hidden. You are not using those to open the knife. It is solidly a front flipper. Production is going to be done by Fox Knives out of Italy. Oh, let's get a weight and some measurements on this guy. All right, we're going to start on ounces there. So 2.3 ounces or 64 grams. So not a lot of weight to this little guy. Take some more measurements. Thickness in the pocket, we're going to be looking at about 0.43. And then width, we'll go at the top of the pocket where the pocket clip is. You're looking at about, about point. Make sure I got it on there. Yeah, about 0.88. So not too bad. Now, like I said, I can't talk about really the carry of this because, I mean, I did put it in the pocket, and I mean, it just tucks right in the corner of your pocket. So I really have I didn't carry it for a long period of time or anything like that. Just tested to see how it fit in the pocket, and in the pocket fairly smoothly, good retention. Nothing against that pocket clip at all. Now you could take that off, you could carry it in a slip, you could carry it in the slip with the pocket clip on it, or just drop it in your pocket as you see fit. Several different carry options with this little guy. Now my take on it. Now, even though I wasn't able to use it, I didn't use it, but as far as just aesthetics and ergonomics and stuff, I think this is a well executed little knife. And it's kind of a cool adaptation. I mean, I like the way it looks. Now it's not a true Barlow with your bolster and your covers and that type, but it's just kind of it's supposed to be a modern interpretation of it from my understanding. But front, I mean, it's really smooth opening on the ceramic bearings. Lockup is solid. I mean, what do you got there? I'm seeing, what do you guys think? 30 to 40%? Maybe a little more. But definitely solid. No play at all. And I love the look of the little clip point blade. You know I like to stonewash. No real markings at all on the knife. Now I don't know if that's going to be the same in production, but it's a very clean looking knife, and I like that. I really like that aspect of it. Hopefully they carry that through the production because very, very clean. And speaking of clean, we'll talk about ergonomics though real quick. I mean, fits really good in my hand. I mean, it's a small knife. I mean, you can see there. Get a good three-handed grip, and my pinky pretty much locks it in there. Good grip on it. Got to be careful of the blade because there's really no protection from the blade. Feels really good in hand. Definitely. And when I was talking about clean, man, the lines on this thing, wow. If the production models come out anything like this, they're going to be absolutely fantastic because every edge is just nice and smooth. And there's no... Everything is rounded off so well. The jimping on the front flipper there is very adequate. Works very well. But, whoops, it'd help if I had the wrong side. Right side. It works very well. Not uncomfortable at all. And the thing I was really, really impressed about, and I hope I can, is this, the transition on that inlay to that scale, man. Now it's a little higher up here, but wow. It's done very well. It's a very well executed little knife in my opinion. Pretty cool. Now we talked about this I showed it off on an episode of Saturday Knife Live, and people were saying, well, you can't use it, and you're right, and I'm not reviewing it for use. I'm reviewing it purely on aesthetics and ergonomics, and it really does pass both of those with flying colors in my opinion. Very, very well done. Blue liked it so much he gave it a 9. He likes those little knives, and as I said, if the production knife is anything like the prototype that I have right here, it's going to be a fantastic little knife. Now, they're currently on pre-order at Urban EDC Supply, Urban EDC Supply. The price, $200. And they're expected to ship in November. So, take it for what you will. Very, very well built, well executed, modern adaptation of the Barlow pattern, in my opinion. It is really well done. But as always, guys, I appreciate you spending some time. Thanks again for Urban EDC Supply for sending this out to the pass around group. We greatly appreciate it. Awesome that they let us take a look at it. And thank you guys for spending some time with me, checking out this little guy. I always appreciate it. Like, subscribe, leave me a comment, guys, because I love talking to you. Until next time, guys, I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.